Yeah, that's good. Sorry. Players are ready. Let's hop into it. It's a biogenesis. Sorry, I was looking for you. So I was talking with uThermal. So I was like, how did you beat Rogue, man? Like, that's really cool. Congratulations. How did you do it? Apparently he did mech once and bio twice. So it wasn't even like a full-on mech series versus Rogue. That's pretty cool. Also got a new sub coming in from, I'm gonna mess this up. Watch in before I piss everybody off again. I'm going back to it. I'm taking the risk. Big thank you, the super fluffy bunny, for that Twitch Prime. Thank you very much for that sub, dude. Glad to have you on board the Base Trade Brigade. Remember, guys, if you are subscribed to the channel, you will get replay packs of the tournament after it's said and done. Be sure to check your subscriber inboxes later today. That being said, it's game one in the semifinals, the first of two. If you guys are just tuning in, don't worry, we got 2 best of 3s and a best of 5 still left in the show. To the top left side, we have the blue Terran player. Oh god, I gotta talk about this. It is uThermal! Foreign Hope, who's currently in Korea, not in Europe. In the bottom right, we have the red Protoss herO. A couple of cheeky things, frankly. First off, the way he's building is hilarious. But secondly, this probe. If you guys missed it, oh my god, herO versus Innovation in the Alima League this week was, if you're a Protoss player, inspiring. If you're a Terran player, tilting. Dude was doing some cheeky ass shit with probes. He was sometimes even pulling 2 probes to work her ass, and then on top of this, sometimes recalling them back home. It was disgusting. It was borderline BM. The tilt factor was certainly there. And we'll see how uThermal holds up against this. So far, so good. Not that bad, but very annoying having this probe to deal with. Also, really happy to see that we've almost used up all the codes, if not half. No, we should have a couple. We should have like literally 4 codes left or something at this point. But let's say the prize was at $302 now. Thanks to everybody for contributing to that using the code LITE3. I can actually tell you the approximate prize pool payouts now too. First place is almost worth 200 bucks. First place is worth $181 at the moment. Second place worth 60, and for folks like uThermal and such, $30 for 3rd and 4th place. So some not bad money for the folks playing today. It's all thanks to you guys, Luckbox, and Mancherino for making it happen. But I talked a little bit cheeky on herO's build, because had uThermal done some kind of scout, let's say he had SCV scouted because he's really paranoid about a typically cheesy Protoss known as herO, he gets in there, he might not actually see the bottom left and think, oh crap, there's proxy gates or something really dumb. No, to be clear, this obviously isn't what happened, but just kind of love the way he can get cheeky like this. The Adept took a few seconds to come out, but looks like, oh, is he really not going to get any workers for this? I don't think the Reaper didn't kill a single darn thing. Didn't even kill this probe that's being annoying over here. Pulled an SCV for it. Yikes. That's a yikes for me, dog. Not so good for uThermal. He almost got a couple workers. That would have been nice. But the reason I don't like the way he used the Reapers, he didn't scout. Not for lack of trying, but Biogenesis is a big, weird main base that players are still not used to because the map is still new. And yeah, herO has put everything here, including a Stargate, which... I don't know about you guys. I'm really curious on what viewer opinion is on this, because I have a differing opinion with Zombie Grub. I feel like you see Stargates very commonly versus Terran. She feels otherwise. But ooh. Reaper's gonna die. I'm just sad for uThermal, who doesn't get to scout this. So no blind missile turrets coming up, but he is playing bio, so he shouldn't be lacking anti-air. The way the Oracle was changed a little while ago too makes this a little bit easier to deal with if it's just the Oracle, but the fact that hero's bringing 3 Adepts with this, I actually don't know if uThermal will have enough. The dynamic, for those who don't know, it's 3 Marines to kill an Adept. It's 5 Marines to kill an Oracle now instead of 6. I certainly don't think that math adds up for 3 Adepts and an Oracle. The tank might have something to say about this, but the tank doesn't shoot up at the end of the day. Either way, he's been chased away. Tried to transfer up the ramp. That would have been a cute little juke move. But as he heads into the main with the Oracle, he realizes that's not going to work. Not a lot herO can do, so he casts Revelation, some good scouting, and backs away. Riggin97 wants to know if this is a live game. Well, I don't know what time zone you're from, friendo, but if you're watching at 5:26 a.m. on the West Coast on February 2nd, 2018, then this is a live game. Unlike StarCraft, which is a dead game. Oh man, I want to talk about this, but there's not really an opportunity to do so. So I'm just gonna mention I'm really upset what they did with the whole Diva retconning stuff. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, TLDR, there's an Overwatch hero named Diva. When she came out, she was given a WCS portal page. She was announced to have been like an ex-StarCraft pro, and one of the head writers for Overwatch just yesterday, I think it was, or maybe the day before, announced that like, oh yeah, no, we were just not serious about that. It was a misconception. Basically 2 years of lies. I don't know. I'm really upset with what they did with that, to be honest. And I don't even like Overwatch or Diva that much. I just hate they took it away from us. What little StarCraft has. Oracle's wrapping around the side. There's a lot of them for Oracle to certainly take on these Marines. I mean, he breaks the Marines and he breaks the tanks, but a little bit easier said than done. Shield batteries are trying to help here, but uThermal with a bunker and a missile turret. They don't finish, but they block out the units from getting on top of the tanks. The Stalkers and Adepts are so busy dealing with this, they didn't get on top of the tank. So the last one stands. Oracles dive in. They're going to go for the Marines. Finish this off. Stalkers coming in too. For those who don't know, by the way, Stalkers were changed in the patch. They should still, like, mathematically, from what I understand, right, have the same amount of overall damage done over a period of, like, say, a minute, but they changed it so the high-end damage on the Stalker is less. It's got a slower attack speed as well, but still an overall pretty good unit. Or excuse me, a faster attack speed. I always get this backwards. So they attack for less damage, but they attack slightly faster now. So it's not quite like having a mini Immortal, but they're still pretty good. I know that from talking to a lot of the Protoss players too. I believe it was Hearthstone we had on stream, and we had asked about this during the last patch change to Stalkers. It's pretty much just like figure out the timing. Once all Protoss players get used to the actual attack speed and attack timing of the Stalker, the values aren't as big of a deal. But that's me certainly misquoting and talking about from memory here, not from a direct source, I guess. Anyways, 3 bases have been set up for herO. He's in a pretty nice spot. uThermal stuck on 2. He's built a bunker. He's not moving towards a 3rd anytime soon. And that's not a bad thing. A lot of Terran players are actually finding some success in these 2 base all-ins. But herO has proven, again, just recently versus Innovation in this week's Alima League, that he can deal with Terran all-ins. He can deal with Terran 2 bases. So herO on, what was that, like 60 probes. He's got tech coming out. Charge is going to be ridiculous. I still like, I'm really curious on the charge design too. We see a lot of things tweaked and touched for Protoss, and I'm not talking balance here, but I've just always found it interesting that they do 8 damage on impact. Kind of cool if other units had similar mechanics, I guess, but not important. Like I said, I'm not talking from a balance point of view, just a cool point of view. By the way, charge is going to be absolutely fantastic for dealing with this. You get on top of the tanks, you get on top of the Marines, you just body smash into them. There's a force field you get caught off the ramp with, but oh, uThermal's going to cut herO out of his own base. Oh, this is so sick. You got force fields, bro? He's got rocks. But then herO's also like, yeah, well, I got wing calls. We've got a Hulk. He comes on in for those Marines. The Marines are doing a great job cutting around for this, but the Phoenix lift up the tanks, so those are not in that fight for so long. Meaning the Zealots didn't take a lot of splash damage. Marines now backed up against the wall. Remember, guys, uThermal's pretty all in with this. This attack was supposed to do some serious damage, and it's not even trading out. Oh my god, Zealots are so strong. Charging in once more as they come off a cooldown. They are finally being weaned away, and the army supplies start evening up here, but for uThermal, he doesn't even have combat shields yet, man. He's backing away, but maybe there's a chance herO over-dedicates. So he overextends here, goes for the attack, the bunker holds, and then uThermal's got a really powerful counterattack set up. But, oh, Marines and just Marines. There's no Widow Mines, there's no Liberators, there's no specialty being added into this, so I can't really see this working. Whereas herO, by the way, oh, he's got some Zealots coming into the main base. uThermal's just picked up to leave too. Most of his army's in the front. If he catches that Warp Prism in... Oh! That's a good way to shut down the attack. Now these 2 medevacs actually have some serious possibility to do damage. Because on the other side of the field, he knows there's not going to be more Warp-ins. Killing that Warp Prism was huge. I guess there's slow Warp-ins that come from this pylon, but, you know, it's like the red-headed stepchild. We don't talk about that. Sorry to any of the red-headed people for tuning in, for having red hair. The Immortal getting focused down pretty quickly. shield battery not keeping it up through this, but the Marines don't have a lot more that they can really do here. Is they try and hide in the mineral lines. I guess they'll maximize the damage potential. He does focus down to Phoenix in hopes of getting the medevac out of there, but unfortunately she's not going to get out of there. Stalker's also on the case. And it's going to focus on some probes on the way out. This is tough, guys. uThermal's still down a lot of workers. The damage wasn't worth it, but it did distract herO, and it kept him at home running around, giving uThermal the freedom to pull a TY. He's pulling the boys. This is the ultimate showdown of Ultimate Destiny. The one last attack coming in. We got some feedbacks going down that medevac. I love that. Knowing that there's not going to be more on the way, that these are such valuable units. But the Marines are doing a lot of damage while the SCVs soak the hits. The SCVs, though, are almost gone. But also, hero's starting to lose a lot of his army. The Marines might be able to push through this. Oh my god. Is uThermal going to do this? No way. There's got to be another round of warpins from herO, right? But he's only got 500 minerals. Oh my god, guys. That's one of the Marines versus +2 armor, though. Anything that herO has can take some hits. The probe line is going to be counterpulled into this. Tanks are setting up, but they're not here in time, so the Zealots get on top. The Marines are cutting back. This could be it for uThermal. Oh, this was so close to looking like it was going to work, though. Although it still might. What? He's up 20 supply now. If he can find a way to chew through what little there is left, he can totally snowball off this. herO just threw away all of his probes in the defense. It's only a couple Stalkers. Warpin's coming in a tight tempo, turning into Archons, but those Archons need cut to finish merging. Oh, it's so close. It's down to literally a handful of units for both. Oh my god. uThermal trying to recover. He's unfortunately not able to take those Archons before they finish merging. But Archons will get basically no benefits from the upgrades. It's +2 armor. They got 10 health. That's not going to help at all. He does focus on another one. Now boosts on over to the main. Not a lot of Stalkers, not a lot of Phoenix. So he actually gets up over to the natural base, forcing herO to recall. He recognizes the recall, though, and goes right back to the third. uThermal, so sick. Good reactions. But this is still so much in the favor of herO. I think uThermal, for a brief moment there, looked like he was going to shine through. But with the medevacs going down, I think herO has successfully defended. Oh, what a sick game, though. GG. Oh, whew. I need a moment, boys. Oh, that was good. herO does end up holding at the end of the day, but god damn, uThermal, you crazy son of a gun. Oh. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. We had some bits come in search at the end of that. Stuff got crazy. Chaos Foofy, thank you for the Prime sub. Stampede993 celebrates that game with 300 bits as well to say Thermal. I guess he's just cheering for uThermal. Oh man, maybe a couple more bits could have made him win. I don't know. Either way, uThermal map pick. Whew, guys. uThermal looking so good right now. All right, so let's talk about. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong person messaging me. Like, wow, he picked that quick. I want to talk more about what's going on tomorrow because people keep asking, "Where's Zombie Grub? Is Zombie Grub's contract expired? Why is Rifkin solo casting?" Guys, once in a while, I'm gonna have to solo cast. It just happens. I like doing it. I hope you guys enjoy it. But tomorrow I'll be back joined by Maynard, and we actually have Zombie Grub. She'll be back for a lot of the BTSL stuff, but. Like I said, she's sick today, so I couldn't even convince her to cast if I tried. And I wouldn't, because that'd just be mean to do to somebody who's sick. But she's got kind of that travel flu, you know, spend all that time on planes. Feels bad, man. Alright, Catalyst is the map selection out of uThermal. Stampede coming in with another 101 bits to say, fuck! Yeah, you goofed, kid. I'm gonna tell uThermal, I'm gonna snitch on you right now. Yo, uThermal, you could have won that if this kid would have cheered some more bits. That's how that works. Maynard, I love that guy so much. Me too, dude. I love Maynard. I love casting. Dude, we got Maynard, we got Zombie. If you guys didn't see the announcement, Wardy is going to be coming on the channel too for some of the BTSL Europe action. Like, it's a lot of people coming. But Catalyst being one of the maps means I have an actual intro for this. So as soon as uThermal gives us the go-ahead, go, 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 go. See you guys in game. Catalyst! Back in action for game 2 of the semifinals. If you're just tuning in, you missed a hell of a game 1. I absolutely recommend checking it out. And I'll note, because some people have the misconception of this, VODs on BaseTradeTV are free. If you ever miss a cast or you join in late, you can just click on past videos and check it out for free, guys. Remember, there's no paywall, at least not at the time of me saying this. So no subscriber wall, no nothing. Anyways, welcome back. It's game 2. In the top left side, we have the blue Terran player. He's currently staying in Korea. It's uThermal. And it's on the bottom right, the red Protoss. It's herO. I will say this, I brought it up before, but I'm really going to reiterate this. If you guys don't know, they added some sprays. Like, you know, in every other game out there right now, Overwatch or otherwise, you can actually put some sprays down. They did finally add sprays to StarCraft 2, but you can only spray from the worker. And for whatever dumb reason, it has like charges and a cooldown. Comment on that later. My sad thing is, though, I love the way herO gets cheeky with his probe. He does a lot of annoying stuff, but he never sprays. And I wish he'd get in there, he'd poke the SCV, and then put down like a GG or a cheese or something, because there's so many different sprays to choose from. But I think the problem with it being on the worker is no one really looks for it on the worker. If there was like a button you could just like a hotkey you could map it to a lot more easily than what it is on the worker, I don't know. I think we'd see it more. Like, you know, there's like the F2 buttons and all that stuff over here. Just put like the spray option there on the side. Trey 4200 says, BaseTradeTV, are the rumors true that you pay Zombie up with cat food? Who told you? She's got a lot. Oh! Son of a gun, he just did it. Here I am bitching about herO never spraying, and he finally does. That's such a cheeky thing to do. Anyways, yeah, how do you think Zombie sustains owning like 4 cats at any given time, guys? If I paid her in money, she'd use that on people food. Irresponsible. Stream cheat? Sonic SC2, if herO was stream cheating, which I guarantee you he's not. His English is probably not good enough to hear with how fast I speak and the cadence of my speech to understand I'm talking about sprays. That's just one of those awesome coincidences. Oh, broken, poked away. Actually, on the topic of stream cheating and stream delay and all this, there was actually some controversy brought up during DreamHack that many of you probably didn't see or hear about. And that's the dynamic of stream delay has changed a lot over the last... Oh, nice pick up on the probe. It's changed a lot over the last 4 or 5 years of StarCraft 2. So back in the day, it was pretty standard to have like a 5-minute delay attached to everything. Over the course of a couple years, especially the game speed increased, that delay standard kind of became more like 3 minutes and then 2 minutes. And then for at least us in BaseTradeTV, where we're casting brackets and we're casting players we trust and work with, like I don't even go with the delay. Today we're not even rocking a delay. What's up? What's up, chat? How you guys doing? But when we're doing open brackets for things, like, yeah, we'll use a delay, right? A lot of things, players we don't know, a lot of names we don't recognize or we're not familiar with. But DreamHack is a live event that was happening at Leipzig, right? Like, where people could see the monitors of the people they're playing. Like, you've got fans watching. If somebody were to cheat, it would be very incredibly obvious, right? And this has always been forever. But I feel like I'm not sure who made the call, who made the decision, but somebody that was running Leipzig was really out of touch. And they were enforcing like a 5, and that didn't happen, but I heard it was even going to be like a 7-minute delay for the streamers. Oh man, was that frustrating to deal with. So on top of this, you've got, and I'm not going to name names, so I'm not doing call-outs here, but you had people who were not using a stream delay at all, despite being instructed to. It was just, there was so much behind the scenes, like, drama going on for DreamHack. It all revolved around stream delay. I, for one, I'm like, whatever. You know, do it, get the job done, enjoy the show, get out of there. But I hate it. I really hate it. So I love when we get the opportunity to work with people like herO, like uThermal, like Innovation, and like Impact, who we've worked with for years at this point, so we know that we can safely rock no delay. And I hope you guys enjoy it too. I don't know. I really like the chat interaction thing. Obviously, sometimes I put too much emphasis on it, but I don't know. Twitch chat's half the reason I'm here, goddammit. 3 Widow Mines heading towards the main can do some serious damage, but herO, he's only able to pick up 1 or 2 if he's paying attention, which is not, so the Widow Mines are actually going to burrow. Get some big shots off 10. Workers go down. 12 workers go down, and while this goes on simultaneously, Hellions running into the natural base. Oh my god. Shield battery's pretty good. Shield battery's really good, but that should have been more damage than it was. Either way, or shouldn't have been this much damage, because herO's Phoenix are right there. I don't know what he was looking at, but it wasn't the obvious attack that came to his main. And I'll tell you what, guys, 13 probes that against the Protoss player, you just don't see this kind of damage anymore. That was really nice for uThermal. Was it game winning? Probably not. Here's got a third base on the way. He's got Chrono Boost, making up for this isn't too difficult, but that was really nice for uThermal. Oh, that's gonna be really annoying. That actually managed to hit every Phoenix with some splash, so that's actually gonna soften up real bad. They gotta walk away from that. If there was a stream delay, you'd probably be using that robot voice still from when you did the call out. Earlier! Earlier! Yeah, that's another problem with it, right? When you don't have a co-caster, you've got 5 minutes of stream delay. If you're muted by accident coming back from the break, yo, you're gonna stay muted for the first 5 minutes of that game. Stressful. So stressful. Anyways, herO, once again, did all this Stargate stuff, right? So he's got mobility through these Phoenix. He's picking off a couple workers, kind of annoying. Not that bad, though, for damage. And an Oracle even patrolling. This Oracle will be really valuable for later with Revelations. Right now, it's kind of limited in what it can do, so it's not even that bad that he's keeping it at home. But charge, armor upgrades, Templar archives. I'm assuming that's going to be for a quick storm. Everything that a Protoss boy wants to fight against Terran. uThermal, on the other hand, has stuck to Bio once more, not changing it up, not going for some weird mech build, no Sky Terran. And last game, this 2-base all-in very, very nearly worked. I feel like timings are a little bit better this game for him. But the difference is, well, he's not going to be trading off against like better armor upgrades out of herO. And well, he might even have his own combat shields for part of the attack this time. He's coming up against Storm. And I feel like Storm trumps everything in this sort of situation. But he does have time. What is that, like 30 seconds? How long is that left? Yeah, about 30-ish seconds until Storm's done. 40, 30, whatever. So he's got a small timing here to get some serious damage done. Force field on the ramp to buy some time. He saw the stasis trap. Nice bait, actually. That was clever. I really like that. Phoenix coming from behind looking for some pickoffs. Oh, but instead Phoenix itself gets picked off. That's pretty nice to see. But all these time-buying tactics are for this Warp Prism that's gonna get caught. Oh, the Templar inside. Storm's not done. Picks off one of the Templar inside of this. This was huge for uThermal, but in doing so abandons the tanks, so the Zealots just walk in. There's nothing to stop the Immortal at the top of the ramp. Storm does hit. That's a lot of Marines that don't have medevac support. And uThermal's attack is falling apart on him. He tries to pick up, he tries to salvage, but well, that was a really nice Warp Prism snipe. Oh, he got completely side swiped by that just the ground army walking in there. Oh my god. If uThermal coming from the left side, this could have been a very different story, by the way, because it was the terrain right here to here that screwed him over. The medevacs were not with the Marines, but the choke could favor him if he's not caught with a storm. There are still storms coming, though, guys. 2 of them almost good to go at 10 seconds. 10 seconds on that energy. Tries to snipe one of the Templar. Does get one of them. That's nice. Tank also set up, getting some good shots here from the low ground. Force field goes down, though, but that still might help the bio. He can pick up over it. Doesn't. He tries to focus that Templar. Oh, the Templar's like got stormed now. He was 1 energy away when it got picked up. uThermal on the back burner for this. Yo, this is not the same dynamic as last time, though, guys. Last time here was on a 3rd base with pretty good saturation. This game, he's barely on a 3rd base. But man, uThermal, well, it looks like he's got a lot of supply right now. He's sitting on 51 supply. Half of that is medevacs. Half of that are units that can't attack. They're susceptible to feedbacks. This is not necessarily a good spot for uThermal. And I think these charge lots and 1 or 2 storms should be more than good enough to take this on. Picks up another Archon. He does pop a barrier too. Caught on the wrong side of the force field. Some SCVs were pulled, but the Marines are dying. They're the damage. How big of a boy pull was this? Oh, that's a fair amount of SCVs that were pulled. Not all of them, though. I wonder if uThermal would have been better off taking time to actually kill the rocks earlier too when he got stuck out here, but ooh, there's a small glimmer of hope with Liberators coming in. There's a very limited amount of anti-air. But the Archons come in, and the Liberators are not going to be what I was hoping they would be. I don't think they're going to be what uThermal was hoping they'd be either. Was it 2 Marines in a tank? No, 4 Marines in a tank. Stasis trap also here. Feedback slamming on those medevacs. Slamming! And this is probably going to be Dunskis. I think Widow Mines are a much more important part of Terran play than we see a lot of them give it credit to. Bunny is in the Korean player Bunny, not Team Liquid's Bunny. He's actually had some really fantastic games, and he's killed more Protoss players in recent days than any other Terran player I can think of. Not like TY, not like Gumio. Like, none of those guys are doing damage to Protoss the way Bunny is, and one of the things I love about Bunny is watching his Widowmine play. So I'm like a little bit sad we don't see that be a more common thing, but it takes a lot of combination luck and a lot of extra micros, so it's understandable why that's not a thing. These Liberators, maybe with some range, but not this game. Ladies and gentlemen, herO will take the series and, not so surprisingly, move on to the Grand Finals, where he will wait to fight against either Innovation or Impact. Now, quick reminder, if you didn't tune in, again, Alima League was this past Tuesday, and it was Innovation versus herO in those finals as well. So we may get to see a repeat of that, but we'll see if Impact can take on Innovation first. We'll get that lobby set up, though. It's going to be kicking off on a Biogenesis once again. So, quick commercial break, guys, and we'll see you in a couple of minutes. Thanks for watching.